Hi,
Morning. My name's Keali.
Keely.
Nice to meet
Ma'am,
you.
nice to meet you.
Do you want this open or shut?
You can shut it.
Okay. How are you doing this morning?
Fine.
Do you have any other people come in meet with you yet, or am I the first?
I've had a few other people come in, but
Nice.
yeah.
So, well, I think we both have a decent idea of why I'm here today, but if you're comfortable,
not really.
no?
I have no
Okay,
idea why you're here.
All right. So I seen you come across my CRM. You guys are kind of looking towards electrification. You've seen some of your competitors going towards that on your bucket trucks.
Okay.
So from my understanding, you're a mobile OEM who manufactures your bucket trucks.
OEM, what does that mean?
Original equipment manufacturer.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, we build those bucket trucks.
Yeah. And their main purpose is to do tree limb removal around power lines.
Yeah, that's our biggest market. But again, why, I guess,
So
are you here to meet me?
yeah, I am here with you just for this first meeting, just to kind of get to talk to you. I am with IFP.
Okay.
So we have a program called eSmart Mobile. So that is pretty much just helping you move from a hydraulic system to maybe a hybrid or fully electric, just so you can start your journey on going green.
Okay.
So, what do your bucket trucks do? Like, how do they operate?
Well, as you can kind of see, so we have three hydraulic cylinders
Okay.
that push you up, and then it's all run from the cab of the truck or also on the lift platform as well. And so they can just move around and so they can get to a tree line.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, so you drive them there to the site or wherever?
Well, we don't.
Not you.
We build them and sell them.
Okay.
Our customers, yeah, they gotta drive us to wherever they're going.
Okay, perfect. So you sell. Awesome. So with that, so with the three cylinders that are on there, do you ever kind of have your customers ever complain about them not being very stable, like maybe like a little more wiggling or something that
Never.
Never? Okay, perfect.
No.
So you guys are great.
Yeah,
Manufacturers
we've
with
never
that,
had
yeah,
that.
awesome. Okay, perfect. So some of the competitors and the market itself is kind of moving towards a going green initiative. Have you been aware of that and stuff?
I mean,
Have you heard about it?
I've heard about going green. I don't know what that entails, but
So essentially what going green is moving from hydraulic to electric, especially with the bucket trucks. The trucks itself is obviously just sitting there as the bucket is moving up and down and all of that. So with that, your truck is just idling the whole time, and that's causing a lot of emission to go into the environment. And so the whole going green um, motive is just to kind of reduce some of those emissions that are being emitted by those trucks. And on top of
But I
that,
don't
it's
care
not just
about the
emissions.
emissions.
Okay. It's just California is kind of moving towards a going green, and that has had a waterfall effect to a lot of different states. And so we're just trying to make sure that.
So you're saying this could get us into California because me and Joe had lunch, and
Okay.
Joe has told me that our upper management's having issues and he needs to design something that can sell into California because right now we can't because of our diesel engine.
Okay, well, that is perfect, and that's a good door for me. So like I was saying, IFP, they have the eSmart Mobile, so that is helping you go green. I actually
How's it
have,
going green though? Is it a diesel engine?
no, it's electric.
Okay. Electric what?
Electric
Like are we plugging it?
battery.
We get to plug this in somewhere?
So it's an electric battery. It doesn't have
Oh,
to
it's
be.
battery, okay.
Yeah. So with that, you not only have a reduced fuel consumption about 80%.
But I don't care about the fuel because we sell these. My end customers pay for the fuel.
Okay. So then what are you wanting to get to your customers? Obviously, you and Joe, we're talking about getting into California from higher management. So what are other issues that you're looking into?
Yeah.
Other things you want to help your customers with?
Joe is telling me that he's getting pressured by upper management because we can't sell into California, so we're losing market share there. Um, as well as when we go down to Dallas, or people are trying to go down to Dallas and Houston, the noise, it can only work during a certain amount of hours in the day. So I think it's like 9 a.m. to like 4 p.m. and they can't work at night. So can this thing help with noise at all?
Yes, it can. So we do also reduce noise, and that's another about 80%. On top
What's it reduce the noise to? Is it around 80 decibels? Because we need it lower than that.
It is around, I have actually a kind of presentation pulled up, if
Okay.
that's okay, if you're
Yeah,
fine
you
with
can
that.
pull it up.
Okay, perfect. So right now I have it on our. Maybe my computer wants to work with me tonight. I apologize for my side of the technical difficulties. Here we go. So with the electrification side and the noise, so it's residential and indoor friendly for a reduction in noise. I don't have the decibels with me right now, but of course I can always.
We do this indoor. There's not really trees indoor.
No, and there's not, and you're correct. This is just kind of more of an overview of different electrification we can do with all of our customers and stuff.
Okay.
So in different segments. So with you, it'd be more that residential area. So in Dallas, when you can only work from 9 to 4, you may be able to increase your hours each way.
Yeah, but or
Helping
typically we are
money.
doing power lines, and power lines aren't just, they're typically not even in residential, especially Dallas, right? Because you get
Right.
yahoos that throw stuff on them. So
Yeah.
like we need to get into Dallas, but
Yeah.
you're saying this only works for residential?
No, not residential, but this is where you see more of those issues is people in the residential areas, people in.
Okay.
So that's why we have it specifically said here as residential, just so it is appealing to people in all different segments. But like you said, of course, you're out power lines in a forest or something with this picture that you have pulled up here and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I guess not you guys yourselves, but your customers do see a lot of different areas.
Yes, they do.
So that's why I'm also bringing in this residential factor, because I'm not wanting you to sell to a customer who then can't put in the residential and make you lose money. I'm here to help you and your customers.
So I'm reading right now where it says lower cost of ownership of 5 to 10 years. So this thing's gonna cost where the ownership's gonna finally break even in 5 years, 10 years.
So yeah, you read that correctly, but it's more of us changing over from your hydraulic, your diesel, all of that into more of an electric side of it. So with that
So you
conversion,
want to switch to hydraulics too?
I mean, we could run a hybrid. It's you see some issues with hydraulics, including different kinds of maintenance issues, the lubrication, all the heat or vibration.
So you have maintenance issues with the batteries?
You don't have nearly as many. It is definitely reduced maintenance that you have to deal with.
So we do all our maintenance for these. We've been doing it for 20 years now with the diesel engines. We know nothing about batteries.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna do all the service for these batteries? Because we know nothing about them.
Yeah, so actually let me
Is
get
that
to
a free
that.
service?
So that is definitely something you are going to be a huge customer. I can already see it. You guys have a lot of business in multiple parts of the country. So that if you are converting so much, if you're trying to, there is definitely something we can work out where we can have that free service for the maintenance, because like you said, you guys have been working with diesel and stuff for the past 20 years. So it would be kind of an issue to then change over everything completely. So we are in.
So if we're gonna be a huge customer for you guys, like you said, we're gonna have our own service team that we can send anywhere for free?
So we do have a lot of, so we actually have 24 mechanics and technicians. So
we can send them anywhere?
Not all 24, no, but we
But we're gonna be your
work.
customer.
Yes, so we can figure out a way to maybe send two texts.
But we sell these globally, so sometimes we got to send our techs out to the Congo, for example. So can we send your guys's since we're your guys' big customer?
You're not going to be our only big customer, but I can see that you guys are going to be a big customer.
Okay.
So with that, we will have different resources and we can talk about it right now. I'm just trying to get a better sense of what you guys are needing. So this would be more in a second meeting type conversation, how we're going to give you other services and how we can help you with our technicians and our mechanics and how we can fit that into your guys' schedule. How, if they're going to be on call for just you guys 24/7, if they're going to be, you have to schedule a meeting and we can get within 24 hours of whatever you guys are needing.
Okay.
So that's something we can definitely talk about in the future. But for this meeting, I just really want to get a good sense of who you guys are, what are different options you are looking into, and just really get a good understanding of Lifts LLC.
Okay. So what are you needing to know?
So with everything, are you wanting to go fully electric or would you guys prefer to stay maybe a hybrid?
Well, we need to look at the costs. And again, I'm getting told what to do from our upper management and Joe. So I don't really care as long as the cost is fine.
Okay, perfect. So a big issue, and are you okay with me taking notes?
Go right ahead.
So a big thing for you is needing to reduce costs.
Yeah.
And that is what so many customers I feel like are looking for, which is extremely understandable. So
Well, that's how I get my bonus. So
okay. Well, what if I told you that electric powered equipment yields about 50% in cost savings?
over what period of time? Come in.
Next meeting, sir.
Gotcha.
Well, unfortunately, I'm sorry that I did not get as deep as I was wanting to today.
It's okay.
Are there any questions that you have for me as of right now?
Nothing.
Okay, perfect. Well, it was great meeting you.
Yeah, great meeting you too.
Good luck with your next meeting. Have a great rest of your day. Thank
Have a good
you.
one.